good, my fellow introverts? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Minna here, back with another commentary video. Guys, I'm here with another episode of Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story. Last episode, we saw that the king went through a lot at a very young age, and so did Charlotte. Charlotte had her introduction to his nighttime episode, kind of. She was startled, of course, but she handled it with grace, as a queen should. And she took care of her man. She was like, I'm your Venus. Venus is inside. I'm your Venus. We are going indoors. It was so sweet and so sad. And I could already tell that it's going to be a real tragic love story. And guys, I don't know if I'm prepared at all. They're already so sweet, and I love how King George, in his charming moments, he treats Charlotte, and he obviously thinks of them as a duo, as a team, a unit. Now King and Queen, you know, he has a shoulder to lean on when his burdens get too heavy. So it's good that she handled it so well, and I assume that when she wakes up the next day, she's going to want answers. Hopefully King George is better, more lucid and everything. So I'm very excited to find out what happens this episode. Brimsley actually told Queen Charlotte the reason why he thinks her daughters never married, and it was just to keep her company in the large, castle, palace, or whatever, because her love was there, but he wasn't at the same time. So it was very sad, I guess. So they didn't want to leave their mother alone, which I am happy, because the introduction we got to the kids, they seem a little self-centered, a little bit, like, other than the guy, the one that lost his wife, sorrows. But it's like they seemed a little very immature, kind of, spoiled and bratty and a little narcissistic. But I don't know. I want to see more of the kids. I want to see more of Queen Charlotte handling her business. I think it's going to be real fun, and it's going to get real emotional and real sweet. And I'm really, really here for it. So guys, I want to jump right into this episode. This is episode 4. But of course, before that, I want to remind you guys to head on over to the booktotheman.com. It's an awesome book recommendation website for awesome book recommendations, guys, and book reviews, guys. Make sure you head on over, join my newsletter, stay up to date with not only book lists but also giveaways, which is coming real soon, guys. The love you've shown me for this season of Bridgerton is amazing. It's mind-blowing, guys. Anxiety-inducing, but so great. I'm so grateful, guys. I reached 10K on my first Queen Charlotte video, and hell shocked. But guys, I'm so glad you're enjoying it and you're on this ride with me. So make sure you subscribe to my newsletter to join the giveaway, and don't forget to check out Minna the Introvert store on Etsy. It's 20% off right now for the rest of the week. For you guys, for the love you've shown me, I decided to discount all my items. Stickers are 50% off, so guys, make sure you check that out. Don't forget to wait till the end of the video, guys, because there is promos, discounts, subscriptions, and if you click my link in the description box below, know that I will receive a commission if you buy something, guys. So please check those things out. Don't be afraid to buy. A lot of the items are limited time offer only, but I hope you guys enjoy it for the time that it is there. So guys, make sure you check it out. And yeah, let's get right into episode 4, Queen Charlotte Bridgerton story. This one is called Holding the King. I just saw the thumbnail, guys, and I saw the king in the embrace of his mom. Am I gonna cry early? A long time ago, I made a bargain with myself that I won't be caught crying on this channel, because I refuse. I don't even cry in front of regular daylight, heart of iron.
If Your Majesty prefers to retire, Mr. Reynolds and I are perfectly...
Am I not permitted to watch the...
Oh, this is the same night. Okay.
I confess I still have much to learn about palace procedure. And where he was busy discoursing with the sky. Is that usual?
No, Your Majesty, the king has not been himself lately.
What is this? What is happening? What has happened to my husband?
But it seemed like Brimsley knows, but he seemed very unaware of why the king was seeing the doctor. So, I don't know. Is Brimsley new? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
He is a beautiful creature, Your Majesty. Though I confess,
Go on, speak plainly.
I'm used to the old ways. Oxen are so much more predictable.
Oh, this is an injury thing.
It is the Dowager Princess. You are needed at the palace.
Tell her I'm busy in a field.
I'm afraid she insists. I believe she has found you a bride.
Oh. Okay. So no, I thought this is when he got hurt. But no, this is just still a illness that grew from within. So this was an injury-based illness.
She was about to say that this lady's ancestors fought at Hastings and is said to be very fine at the harpsichord. And then I was going to say that I do not care for the harpsichord. You see, I can play both parts.
Every day you fail to produce an heir, our family's position weakens.
Thank you for the cue.
Kind of love him here. I love him sassy. I love sassy former George. Let's just get that straight. Because I am loving him right now.
Can a king rule in his own way through practical scientific study? Agricultural improvement. Tell me, what would the people prefer? A royal baby or cheap bread?
Right now, they have neither.
Okay, sis. She's trying to let him know, you know, the house is faltering. So I guess this is why she went outside of the norm to get him a bride. Because he was not having, like, the whole noble woman, classy kind of girl in his neighborhood. He wanted someone unique. And, you know, he got one. A baddie.
She is on a ship,
A ship. Now.
bound for London. The betrothal contracts are signed. It is done.
Impossible. She will lose the moon.
Withdraw. Withdraw!
You heard her.
Not only the moon, Pollux lost. Regulus lost. Pollux lost. Regulus lost. And...
What is that? Guys, someone educate me. If it's not a spoiler, if they don't explain it, then someone tell me. Because I first assumed it was early onset dementia, but maybe it's he has schizophrenia. And no, I'm not a doctor. I do not know mental illnesses or any kind of physical illnesses. I don't know what causes this. So someone please educate me and let me know, because I would like to know. This is because the pressure of just, you know, being king is just so heavy. It like fractured his mind a bit. Like it was too much, and he became like ill mentally. Seems like she dealt with that before. I wonder if he had it since he was a child.
Succeeded in nothing but driving the humor into his stomach. Your Highness, I implore you, diet is the key.
Enough. We've entertained all your theories and their hideous treatments. Now it is a week before his wedding.
Damn.
We need new theories.
And they don't have like the proper like education because it was back then.
Do you understand what you are saying, sir?
That is treason. If the king is declared insane, he loses the throne.
Oh my gosh.
Merely suffering a disorganization of the nerve. A disorganization I have devoted my career to curing.
Oh my gosh. I hope there's no like shock therapy and shit. Now I want to look up like who discovered what all our known mental health illnesses are, you know, like who came up with the theories that, you know, the brain causes certain stuff in the body and stuff like that. I know they were at this point here, like they knew the brain activity and so and so, but obviously they didn't know, you know, the cause of this. So it's like now I'm very like interested in finding out, you know.
My esteemed colleagues, my methods do not require bleeding the patient or stinging him with poisoned beetles.
What do they involve then?
Simply talking to him.
Talking? Huh. Are we to believe this malady can be cured with one's voice?
It depends on the voice.
Hypnosis? Or just like therapy?
You are the King of England. You have thousands prepared to die at a word from you. You have armies, navies at your command.
All that power. Crazy.
You can command yourself too.
It's could have been a nervous breakdown and stuff.
You're to marry in a week.
And then later on, the dementia came in also, and it compiled. Because when he was older, he seemed to not have any recollection of certain events. Maybe it could have been just old age, but you know what? I'll just watch it. Find out.
I am.
I feel relief. Even though I know where he is now, like, mentally. I love that they're giving his, like, point of view. Awesome. This is awesome. I like this a lot. Because so far we've just seen all of Charlotte, and it's very interesting seeing George.
How did it happen? I don't know what to do.
Also, he didn't go after her. He was just getting some air.
Do I look perfectly right to you?
You are perfectly right.
Oh.
Wait, no. He is right.
That came out of nowhere. Okay.
I am right. I forgot myself. Thank you, Doctor.
I hope that was like good intentions. I hope he's not like always slapping him and stuff. But it's interesting to see not he didn't want air. He wanted to just leave and forget about it. Oh, that could also be why he stayed away from her. Not just like following instructions and stuff about keeping distances or whatever. Is this Beyonce? Guys, y'all is not. Oh, okay. What? It ended so quickly.
I do not need to do anything. I decide. I have decided I am your king!
So I think he initially didn't want to see them, let her see him in his state.
Celebrating? Take the night off, Reynolds. The King's at Buckingham House.
His Majesty is back here, now.
And then being just drunk. Dude, your jacket is off.
I did not know a woman could be so beautiful.
Perhaps is she dull?
She is terrifyingly clever. That is the problem. If she were ugly, if she were dull, I might feel myself up to the task. Instead, her brilliance shows the troll I am.
No.
I have done as they asked. I married. Now I shall leave her alone, safe from me. Shall return to my planets, my stars. They, at least, I can be sure not to harm. Good night, Reynolds.
Oh my god. I forgive you for everything now.
Of course, Your Majesty. It is just that there is something I need to
Reynolds, was I not clear that I'm not to be disturbed under any circumstance?
You were, Your Majesty. It is just that this particular circumstance is rather...
Just say it. Oh my gosh.
The Queen is coming.
What? Why was I not
Simple.
informed?
No one was informed, Your Majesty. She just appeared.
Good God.
She is at the bridge.
He's a good god.
Majesty, we were not
Where
expecting...
is he?
The observatory, Your Majesty.
I was due the unexpected.
What is this place?
Charlotte. Oh, hello.
His throne.
I do not know a single soul here except for you. I'm completely alone, and you prefer the sky to me.
Oh, he just wanted to protect you. Oh.
I do not want to fight with you.
I want to fight with you. Fight with me. Fight for me.
Go home, Charlotte.
Guys. Oh.
If the Queen were to ever see me like that, if she were to flee from me, God forbid, if I were to hurt her, surely there must be something that you can do. Something to end the fits. Forever.
Oh, he just wanted a cure. Oh. For Charlotte.
Full access to your majesty at any time, and license to pursue more extreme measures.
Anything. Whatever you have to do, we have the time and privacy of my honeymoon.
I'm very nervous about this. Because, you know, mad scientist energies. Ooh.
You have not learned to obey. We require solitude. You are dismissed.
Okay, now I'm very, very scared and worried.
Above all, you have never learned to submit.
I don't trust this. I don't like this at all. Seems very sketch.
Ranges undisciplined.
And he seems so scared. Oh my gosh, I know shock therapy was gonna come or whatever this is. Some torture shit.
This is the cure.
He gave mad scientists. Oh my gosh.
Don't give a damn who your father was, how many titles you have, or whether you are God's own representative on Earth. In here, you are just another animal in a cage. And just like an animal, I will break you!
Guys, what the heck? I hope she finds out about all of it.
We've been at this for days. How much longer?
As long as it takes to achieve our goal, that was our agreement.
Was it signed in blood? Devil?
Terror is its very basis. But from that terror, what result? The wolves of the German Black Forest were famous. The fiercest in the world.
Oh my god, don't kill a dog. What is happening?
Through science and force of will, the Germans transformed their wolves into this thing. I will do to you what the Germans did to their wolves, mold you until you are as harmless and obedient as his. Then...
Gosh. When was the last time he had good food?
It is a prodigious quantity of ice they keep carting around here. And as for the food, I do not know that I would see it fed to our lowest stable hand.
Are you questioning the doctor's methods?
Yes! With good reason. But I guess they don't know any better. They don't have the science to, you know, to get his cure he wants. His treatment is this. And it's crazy because this is history. This is how they did shit.
Not to mention my direct order, bursting in unannounced on the king. Why, she is almost as mad as I am. A woman like that is too dangerous for a man like me.
Or maybe a perfect match.
Yeah, someone to handle you. And I don't think the doctor is gonna like it. Like, you know, nurturing him in a loving way instead of his treatment. Oh, he just like watched her. Guys, please. She was so bored. She didn't have anyone to play chess with.
She is just married, Your Majesty. It is her honeymoon. She may miss her husband.
I think I miss her too.
Yay.
Your Majesty might provide the Queen a gesture.
A gesture?
Some token, some sign that she is not really alone.
What hours does the doctor keep in his laboratory?
Does Your Majesty require his attention?
On the contrary.
Oh my god, did he get punished for that? Like, taking the dog? 'Cause it doesn't seem like he asked permission. Remember, the doctor is in charge. He's king.
Fitting present now. From my cage to hers. I want the Queen to know we will not be caged forever.
Aww. She was so friggin' annoyed. She was so annoyed. This is hilarious. She's like, okay, nice. Get it away. But didn't people already do this for him? Or the guy just want to establish power?
I arrived at my laboratory this morning to find the cage unlatched and the stupid beast nowhere to be found.
Oh, the stupid beast.
It may be that the beast was not so stupid. Lapdog or wolf. Soon enough, an animal tires of its cage. Do you agree, Doctor?
Oh, some shade.
I worry another fit may be imminent. Inauspicious timing, I'm afraid, as...
See, now he's making stuff up.
Your Majesty, news from Buckingham House. The Queen has received your gesture.
Oh, no.
She called it a deformed bunny.
You know what? No ice bath. No chair today.
Your Majesty, boy, I command you to stay.
Sorry, Doctor. Today I would rather work on my farm.
Yeah. But it's gonna give him ammo, isn't it? Because he had a fit and he probably didn't see the doctor for a while. Whoa, was he trying to entice her? I wonder.
As I said, drives the plough straight as an arrow.
Hi, Your Majesty. It goes to show the most skittish creature in the barn can be the stoutest in the field. You cannot know until they have a chance to try.
Quite right. I say this work has made me hungry.
Oh, that's why he went. Okay. He was like, it's time to put it in practice. He was like, he feels ready. He misses her. She's, he's a woman. Oh, I love Farmer George.
You cannot take all of this on alone.
You are climbing, Brimsley.
I am not.
He is mine. Stay down.
Ooh. A little possessive, are we? He's nervous. Oh. And I guess anxiety triggers whatever is going on with him. Makes it more severe. Oh, good job, not Brimsley. What is his name? Connor? Carlisle. Have they said his name? I'm pretty sure they have. Oh gosh, I'm terrible.
It's a good colour on this wine, Reynolds.
Reynolds, my God. I knew his name. I think that was his subtle way of thanking him, by the way.
Hello, Charlotte.
Hello?
Is it all right if I join you for a meal this evening?
A meal.
Where are you going?
I do not know. Just away from you.
Charlotte, if you'll just give me a chance. Charlotte, stop walking this instant.
So crazy. He gave that order. It seemed very order-like, kingly.
You have no reason to trust me. I marry you, and then I disappear into my observatory.
Technically, he wasn't there, but okay.
Does this mean you were coming home to Buckingham House?
I am coming home to Buckingham House.
Well, I guess that was on impulse, probably.
I have instructed the men to find you quarters there, though I am afraid our consultations may become rather less frequent. Alas.
But such a change could have disastrous consequences for your health.
My health. Doctor, I feel healthier than I have in years.
Oh, he just wanted to continue his experimentations. But I am afraid King George is not that easy. If y'all remember that. Ooh.
If we do not resume treatment soon, we risk losing everything we have accomplished.
Anything accomplished for me has been the work of my bride. Her methods have done more for me than you and your chair ever could.
Ooh.
Your Majesty forgets himself. Grow reckless. You give free rein to your most capricious urges.
Ah, that was wild. That was wild.
When I was a boy, refusal to eat my peas was the potential ruin of England. An incorrect sum at mathematics, the potential ruin of England.
Jeez.
I found places to hide, my farms, my observatory. My madness. I thought that terror was the price of...
Is that even madness? Oh my gosh. Like he didn't know better. They don't have the means to understand. That sucks.
Excuse me, Doctor. I have a party to attend. You were dismissed.
His Majesty King George III and Queen Charlotte.
If you want to see the doctor, scared?
Heard that the king's doctor was here and apparently figured that she should not settle for anything less than doctor to the king.
But why would she need a doctor?
Well, because obviously she is with child.
Oh God. Oh gosh. That's what triggered it. Did that on purpose. I'm sure. Whenever he gets overwhelmed, it triggers it. This might be a form of schizophrenia. I really need to look it up. But also, guys, if it's not a spoiler, please feel free to tell me. I mean, I don't think they will diagnose him with those exact modern day words later on, but you know.
I'm here! Talk to me!
Farmer George. Here.
He's so worried. You know, now she knows. He's worried. Reynolds is worried about the effect it'll have on him.
What is this? What is happening? What has happened to my husband?
Command that shit. Now knowing like everything is like, yeah. It's...
Reynolds! Reynolds, my carriage!
Follow that carriage!
Brimsley, stop following me.
I beg. Your
Brimsley,
Majesty.
stop!
Is she going to go to the doctor and tear his ass up? Oh no.
Odd, I thought, but surely a coincidence. Surely a coincidence, too, that the very same day the windows were sealed shut on the upper floors and suddenly locks everywhere. Locks on the armoury, the kitchen, the shed where the gardeners keep their shears. A coincidence, surely.
Surely.
All this time I thought I was the damaged one. That somehow I was deficient when he...
The king is not mad. The king is merely exhausted from holding the greatest nation in the world on his shoulders.
She came in a little strong.
The weight of that on a boy. The weight on his mother as she watches her son start to crack. If God grant you ever do bear an heir, then you may start to learn, and your first lesson will be this. You would do anything to stop the cracking. Peculiarities.
I did not ask to sit at the helm of the world. I did not even ask for a husband. But if I must have one, if I must leave my home, my family, my language, my life, it cannot be for a man I do not know. A man I was not allowed to know. For a lie!
Your insolence truly knows no bounds.
Oh God. You went right back to him. Damn it. Oh, this asshole. You see the pleased look on his face. Of course, that's how it ends. Guys, that was a great episode. I thoroughly enjoyed that. The fact that we got to see everything in King George's point of view and his struggles, and obviously I forgive him for the yelling and the frustration and the total flip that he had before, and he thought he was, you know, like, he thought he was crazy. He thought he was not going to be a good enough husband for her. He was like, I'm married. Now I have to protect her, keep her away from me and whatever shit I got going on, and I need to push her away. So that's what he did. And then watching it, it's so sad. And knowing that the doctor is going to take advantage of this situation, not only to gain fame, likely, in his theories and his practices and stuff like that, but he wants a subject to experiment on, to make sure that what he writes down in his thesis is like, correct. He did this on a king. You know how much glory that could build if someone else was to find out his methods worked or had some kind of good results in the treatments and stuff like that. It would be a big deal. This is a very powerful and influential man. To say he cured him of whatever he got going on, he doesn't want to lose that. And I hope Charlotte soon figure out that what George is doing is an attempt to cure himself for her, not just for the nation, because he seemed over the nation. Honestly, he seemed over the kingdom. As much as he was king, it just he wants to be perfect for such a glorious queen, someone so bright and, as he said it, impertinent and like just in his eyes wonderful. This person that wasn't this shallow thing, she wasn't the norm, and he could see as he watched her, he was so smitten, guys. And knowing that he was more smitten than I originally thought, it's just so wonderful, guys. It makes me so sad, but it's so beautiful watching him send her the foreign bunny and finding out how and what she called it and how she acted and reacted, and he laughed because it was funny, because I guess in his eyes it was a funny matter, and that was his gesture and stuff like that. And he decided instantly, like, I have to see this woman, she's everything. Watching the reveal with Charlotte, I loved how she handled that situation. She came in a little strong with his mom though, I must say, but I also understand her point. She was not prepared to be married, as we saw in episode 1. She was not for it. She was about to leave. She was about to climb the hedges and dip out. And because of the king's charm and such, she decides to stay and get married. She felt like this could be the best. She's learning things about him. Not everything she liked, obviously, with the fighting and what's not. But then they overcame that obstacle, and now they got very close. And then she thought that she would know everything there is to know that's important about him. But this major thing, this thing that is called a madness to everyone, she's blindsided. She hates that. She left her home to her. She left her home, her family, she said her language, her culture, to go into another place where they sit her next to this mad king. So it's understandable her reaction in that moment came on a little strong. But I don't think she loves him less. It's just she's upset that she wasn't told, that this wasn't in the contract. You understand? So it's disappointing for her to find this out in such a very big way. And then George hearing what she had to say in her moment of anger, that's heartbreaking. And then he immediately goes back to the doctor to look for some form of betterment. When he thought himself, better himself, he was confident and everything. It's just the baby thing shook him so hard that it triggered another episode and such. Who I also empathize with is the mom, the Queen Dowager, the princess now. She loves her son, and she said it herself. Oh gosh, she's such a brilliant actor, right? The way I felt the emotion of her, just like she would do anything for her son to make him better. I guess the emperor, the king, the prior king, I was the emperor. The prior king, George's father, I guess, died early on, so it was like, or maybe he was the only heir, because he doesn't seem to have siblings. So maybe that just was just so much on his shoulders, and the mother watched him go through and suffer through that. So she was like, you don't know how it is. You don't know how it is. And I loved seeing that kind of emotion from her. You see a bit of her love for her son when eventually she sees him get married, and at the dance thing, the event, and she sees how happy he is, and she was like, I've never seen him this happy in a long time, or whatever. My heart does continue to break for the king and the queen. Just seeing the mom express herself in that aspect, you could tell that the burdens of the king was extremely heavy. So it's like just seeing everything, how it goes down. I empathize with Charlotte obviously earlier because she was just, you know, she was dealing with this culture difference and her husband not wanting her, and then this heavy weight just plopped on her shoulders randomly of bearing a child and such, when the man she married didn't touch her or whatever, wouldn't touch her. You know, I'm so glad we got to see why King George acted the way he acted and the burdens he bear in a more prominent light, you know? This, and it makes me sad, guys. It makes me sad. I'm very eager to see more of this story, how King George is going to develop. Even if it's going to go downhill, I just want to see his and Charlotte's relationship bloom and grow. I think there is about 6 episodes of this series. Let me check. Yep, 6 episodes of this series. So we have 2 more to go, guys. I'm definitely nervous, and I'm gonna be very nervous for the fact that I think I'm gonna bawl my eyes out at the end. It's very likely the king dies, and it's gonna be like a love-hate thing for Queen Charlotte. Obviously she's gonna hate the fact that the love of her life is gone, but then maybe it might also be freeing and maybe give a breath of fresh air for her kids as well. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be a Romeo and Juliet situation and they both go at the same time somehow. I don't know. She does seem still young and spry. Guys, that was such a great episode. I hope you enjoyed it with me. Please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and don't forget to check out thebookcinema.com. The link is in the description, as well as Minna the Introvert store and my Wattpad stories. The links are all in the description box below, and don't forget to stick around till the end of the video, guys, to check out the promos and anything I got going on that's new. I do have a new book list on thebookcinema.com, so guys, make sure you check it out. It was for Mother's Day. It was book recommendations for those that want to read about kick-ass moms, you know. It's mostly fantasy there, but there's also just contemporary literature, contemporary normal fiction, and yeah, guys, make sure you check it out. And that's it for today, guys. Until next time.